welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite yellow polishes. So if you're new to my channel, I have been doing my favorite color series this year. I've been having so much fun going through my collection and thinking if I could only keep 10 of each color category, what 10 would I keep? What are my favorite polishes in each color? So today we're doing yellows. I pulled my favorite yellows from my collection and I am so excited to share them with you. Yellow is one of those polish colors that every time I wear, I absolutely love, but I don't wear that often for whatever reason. I think it's because I like a very specific kind of yellow that I feel like falls in summer or early fall, and that time of year just has so much competition. Like I just have so many gorgeous bright colors to wear in summer and, you know, more muted tones to wear in fall that I just don't get around to my yellows as often as I should. I need to change that. But anyway, we're going to check out 10 beautiful fall yellows today. I'm going to be sharing with you bottle shots of everything so you can see what they look like up close. And then I will also share my swatch photos with you. If anything in today's video is still available, I will link it down in the description box so you can shop. All right, so I actually did not have any mainstream favorite yellows. Oops. For every other video, I've had at least one mainstream polish, but I would be lying if I said I had a favorite mainstream yellow polish. Like when a mainstream yellow is good, it's not that good compared to a gorgeous indie yellow polish. So yeah, sorry, no mainstream favorites for this one. I do have a few boutique favorites though. The first one comes from Cirque Colors and it's called Trompe d'Oeil. This one is a bleached neon yellow cream. So this was one of the first Cirque Colors polishes that I purchased. I believe it was in my first ever order, which is why this one has such a significant fill line. I've worn this polish 4 or 5 times at this point and I absolutely love it. To me, it's perfect for spring. It's wonderful in the summertime, but I believe I've even reached for it in the winter just to give me like, you know, some sunshine when it's so overcast outside. It's got a great formula. It's fully opaque in 2 coats when my nails are shorter, although at my current nail length, I could see me maybe needing 3. But even with the skinny brush that this one has, application is so smooth and easy to work with. This one is beautiful. My next favorite also comes from Cirque Colors and it's called Citrine. Citrine has a really orange leaning yellow, maybe even some of you would call it an orange, but slightly kind of mustardy base with scattered holographic glitters. So my pour bottle of Citrine, it's also had a lot of love. I've worn this one 3 or 4 times and it is in desperate need of some thinner. Thinner and maybe some base too. So this one I feel like is either perfect in fall or transitioning from summer into fall. It has a bright, warm color and it just feels like sunshine to me, like golden, what's it called? Golden hour. That's what I'm looking for. It feels like golden hour sunshine when everything kind of has like that beautiful hint of gold to it. It's so sparkly and glittery. Cirque doesn't make their facets collection anymore and it makes me so sad because I think I only have like 3 or 4 of them and I love this one. It's my favorite from the facets collection that I have for sure. But yeah, I've worn it time and time again. I'll continue to cherish it as long as I can use it. Just a really beautiful color and I usually kind of stray away from these mustardy tones even though you can't tell. I just feel like the brighter yellows are a little bit more flattering on my medium tone skin, but this is so sparkly and beautiful and unique. I love it. And moving on to indies, the next one is another more kind of golden yellow polish. It is from Potion Polish and it's called Hello Fall. Hello Fall has a bright mustardy base with gold flakes and linear holographic. You all, I need more Potion Polish in my life. I think I have 5 or 6 of them. The formulas are absolutely out of this world. And this is why I could not put a mainstream polish in this video because when indies make almost 1 coat yellows, how can I put, you know, a not that patchy mainstream yellow in this video? This one had a beautiful formula, super easy to work with, and I just loved the finished look. The linear hollow, the gold flakies, just everything is really fine in here and it sparkles and you can still enjoy that yellow base. This is another one, since it's in that like golden yellow category, I really feel like it's beautiful in like August, September, October. It just feels happy. And I think that's one reason I love yellow polishes so much, is they just give that happy, smiley face, sunshiny feel. Beautiful. Moving on to more sunshiny yellows. This next one comes from Starly, and it was a Kelly Marissa collab. It's called Luminous. Luminous has a sunshine kind of lemony yellow base with shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold to green and linear holographic. So this was another one that had a good formula. It definitely took 3 coats to build up to full opacity, but I didn't mind at all. And I just love how fine the holographic sparkle is in this polish. I think sometimes I kind of stray away from holographic in my yellow polishes because sometimes I feel like the way that the holo grays out the base is not the most flattering. With a yellow base, sometimes it just kind of looks a little weird. But this holo is so fine and dainty and delicate. I feel like you can still really appreciate that beautiful saturation from the yellow. And this yellow definitely has a more soft feel to it. So this one is one I would wear more like spring transitioning into summer or straight up summer. I will say Starly polishes you're not going to catch in my favorites videos very often. They're so expensive, and honestly, usually I cannot justify it. But if you can ever get this one on a sale, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous color, and I absolutely love it. Another beautiful shimmery yellow comes from Indie Polish by Patty Lopez, and it's called Paradise. Paradise has a bright lemon yellow base, gorgeous shifting shimmer that shifts gold to green and holographic flakes. So I'll put a side-by-side here so you can see the Starly next to Paradise. But this one has a slightly brighter feel. The base is more saturated, again, probably because it doesn't have that linear holo pigment in it. But it just feels a little bit brighter, a little bit more sunshiny. And this, for me, is perfect in the heat of summertime, especially with that gorgeous holographic and the jelly base, because that really allows the shifting shimmer that's gold and green to glow on the nails. Yeah, I think it's the fact that that shimmer just really comes through against that base color. This one just feels very light and effortless to me. It's so dazzling. The last shimmery yellow has such a unique base color. I bet some of you recognized it instantly. It's Bee's Knees Lacquer, your Golden Traitor. Your Golden Traitor has like an orangey light yellow base and this glowing shimmer that shifts green to blue to purple. So this polish is just such an unexpected love of mine. I'd never imagined that I would adore a polish with this base color, but I've heard so many people say this is one of their favorite polishes in their Bee's Knees Lacquer collection or in their collection as a whole. The way that the shimmer shifts in that super unique base color is so stunning. And even though this is on the sheer side, because the shimmer is so incredibly glowy, like it conceals your nail line a little bit, it's something else, truly. I also feel like the base color for this is so versatile that you can wear it. I mean, I probably wouldn't wear it in the winter time, but I feel like you could almost wear it any time of year, like light enough for spring, bold enough for summertime, and then in fall it kind of has a mustardy feel to the base. So yeah, really interesting and stunning. I do have one linear holo in this favorites video, and that comes from Coloris de Carol. It is the Cuckoo Clock of Doom. This one is a really interesting, like blackened yellow, if that is a thing, linear holographic polish. I think I have like 4 or 5 of them of the originals, and then I have some that have been released more recently, and those are beautiful, but the original like Halloween-y kind of linear holos are ridiculous. Like this is a 1-coat yellow. 1 coat, it's so saturated, it's not grayed out at all from that holo, and it is so vibrant in the sun. I wore this when my nails were super duper long, and this kind of weird blackened gold yellow color with the linear holo on my super long nails just looked wild. Like it's one of those manicures that nobody can like avoid. Like no one can not notice your nails when they have this on them. It's just such a bizarre polish color, and I was all about it. And then let's finish up with some of my favorite flaky yellow polishes. The first one comes from Wildflower Lacquer and it is Glisten. Glisten is a beautiful primary yellow base packed with holographic flakes. Okay, so this was one of the first polishes that Wildflower Lacquer released in this finish. They did this one, they did Painting the Roses Red, Audrey, and then there was a purple one that I have also. But for this one, for me, solidified my love for this finish. Like on paper, it sounds so simple, a base color and scattered holographic flakes. Like that's done all the time. It's not anything super unique or special, but I just don't know how much, how much holographic pigment Taylor put into this because it is like diamonds. Like it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Bluebird Lacquer Shattered Holographic finish because it just sparkles like nothing else. Like it looks like a glitter polish on the nails. It looks like it would have texture because how could it not? It's so freaking sparkly, but it's smooth, it lays flat. It is super pigmented. This will stain your nails for sure, or it did mine, but I didn't mind. I don't really care. I keep polish on all the time, so it's not a big deal when I get staining, but yeah, this one was worth the staining. So beautiful. It just had so much depth. I also recently wore and loved Nailed It Pineapple Dole Whip. This one has a warmer yellow base. It's a jelly base and it's packed with iridescent flakes that shift green to copper to gold. So this one in my swatch photos, I'm showing it layered over one coat of a yellow Essie Cream Sunshine Be Mine. But I wore it this summer and instantly knew it was gonna be one of my favorite yellows. It might be one of my favorite polishes of the year. It's just fabulous. I think to be fair, on its own, it would be a little bit less saturated than what my photos show. That's why I chose to layer it. But I don't mind layering a polish, and I think a polish can still be absolutely beautiful with that intention. The flakes in this made it. Against that beautiful yellow base. Yeah, the flakies in here are just completely remarkable. They're kind of glass-like, and they just have this etherealness, this ease to them that just feels like effortlessly beautiful. I only picked up a few from this collection. This was the Taste the Rainbow Volume 2 collection because I was still a little bitter about missing out on Taste the Rainbow 1, and I knew I wouldn't like these as much as those. But honestly, this one makes me think I should have grabbed more from the second volume because it's completely beautiful. And my final favorite yellow is completely different from anything else in this video. It comes from Swamp Gloss and it's called I'm Cute as a Button and Can Rhyme My Butt Off. Sorry. It is a neon greeny yellow base with multi-chrome flakes that shift gold to green to blue and black matte glitters that are micro glitters and black hex glitters. All right, so this polish is wild. It is not in my comfort zone. It's not a polish that I ever would have probably purchased because I would have been too scared of it. So thank goodness I got it in PR. I was just taken by it as soon as I put it on my nails. Swamp Gloss Curlies anyway are just bananas good. The formulas are so smooth and easy to work with. They build up really beautifully, and I love she always uses a combination of glitters and flakies in her polish, and still somehow it feels very cohesive, like everything just fits and works together. The components aren't competing for each other, and you can still appreciate that base color. And this is Exhibit A, so many loud components going on at once, but somehow it just works really well. So those are my favorite yellows in my collection. Let me know down in the comments if you have any of these, if you love them, and what your favorite yellows in your collection are. Also, I'm curious to know what kind of yellows do you like? Do you lean more towards mustards, or do you like those more sunshiny yellows? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!